Now, earlier on, I spoke with the Director General of the Immaculate Initiative for Peace, Bankole DADA, and I began by asking him his take on the ongoing strike and his take on the proposal of 494,000 naira for the new minimum wage.
On the issue of NSC or grant presently, I don't have impressive action and responses from them. We are just following the same attitude. Because labor, when we were young as youth, we discover they have a purpose. Money always exchange hand, which is the primary objective of that movement. And ever since, that policy has never changed. And now, couple of what they are arguing on now, that the federal government should pay 615,000, I think is unrealistic. It's very, very unrealistic with this present problem we are facing in this country. And I heard this afternoon that they have increased it to 100%, which is normal. Still, they still end at deadlock. So I don't see any rationale in the existence of NUC, TUC, and whatever body or NOGI that is existing in Nigeria today. All is on trading.
The Director General of MANA said the private sector has agreed with the federal government on 60,000 naira proposal. Do you think the Labour is just being inconsiderate with their request?
Very, very inconsiderate. When you look at the situation of things in the country, the attitude of the Labour body is very political. It's too political. Come back to the situation of things in Nigeria as of today. It's political. You can't just come with a magic that you want federal government to pay certain amounts in which you yourself have not partaken in any governance policy of this country. What is your struggle going to put food on the table for Nigerians? Nothing. Nothing. You can't put any food on the table for Nigerians if you don't have any policy. And you are not loaded with ideas to help the federal government to do things, then you can't just be forcing them to pay certain amounts. Until if you are having your own intake of ideas that you want to generate for the federal government to join hand with them. This is not an issue of NLC fighting against Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, or NLC fighting against Ghana. It's NLC fighting against their people. The majority of the grassroots. What is the population of the working class in Nigeria under government? Let me have that number. The working class in Nigeria's population today is less than 20% by my calculation. And when you look at it, where do you want all those people who are doing their own personal businesses, where do you want them to generate money to pay their staff? When you are thinking of your own staff. So this thing is personal. I don't see any sense in it.
How do you assess the federal government's handling? How do you think the federal government has handled the situation so far with the Labour's union demands?
Thank you very much. I like that question. You see the situation in this country. I think the federal government, if I can meet the federal government or the president one-on-one, to organize a robot body of NLC, TUC, NOGI, on the radio station. Each time they come on the system to be seeing all these things they are doing, they have a check and balance. It's because NLC doesn't have check and balance. That is why they are so robust, getting robust in their characters, nonchalant attitude. So what I want federal government to do is to make sure they invite them on the round table, create a ministry. Let Ajairo and his whole set of NLC be invited to come and hold a ministry, control a ministry, give them portfolio to control a ministry, to see if they are loaded at all, if they even have a single ideas.